Okay, before we graph this, tell me what you know about this graph. Because I have a negative 1/2 in front, what does that mean about what this graph looks like? It's upside down like a frown, and it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be wide, right? So this is going to be a wide upside down graph. That's what I'm expecting it to look like in the end, okay? How I find it, it's the same way I do all the other ones. I have to start by finding the vertex, negative b over 2a, start there, and then I'm going to plug in my points. So we'll do the same thing. I'm just going to recopy it on this paper so I have some more room. Negative 1/2 x squared minus 2x. Okay, well, this one, negative 1/2 is what? A, B, or C?
A.
That's A. What's this? That's B, and then C, there isn't one, so yes, it's just 0. So if I needed a C, which I don't, because it's negative B over 2A, right? I don't even care about C. But C is 0 anyway. All right, so when I go to do negative B over 2A, negative B is now going to be a positive 2, and then what's 2 times negative 1/2? Negative 1. So I just get 2 divided by negative 1, which is negative 2. So my vertex will be at negative 2 comma something. So again, I'm just going to make my chart, and the first number I plug in is a negative 2. All right, so I'm going to start off by plugging in a negative 2, and we'll see what our y-coordinate of the vertex is. Okay, so negative 1/2 times negative 2 squared minus 2 times negative 2. Take a minute and see if you can evaluate that, and let's see if we all agree on what comes out when you do that. Well, let's see. Make sure you're evaluating correctly. The first thing you have to do is exponents. So negative 2 squared is really positive 4. Positive 4 times the negative 1/2, negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 4. So negative 2 plus 4 is really 2. There's my vertex. The vertex is at negative 2 comma 2 in this case. So there's my starting point. So on my graph, I'll plot negative 2, 2, negative 2, 2. It was right here. Draw in your axis of symmetry so you know where to mirror everything over. And now, what are your two choices for what numbers to plug in? Yeah, you can plug in negative 1 or negative 3. Either one's going to get you the same answer. What would you do? Me too. So we'll plug in negative 1. Okay, be careful. Negative 1 squared is 1 times the negative 1/2 is negative 1/2.
So negative 1 squared, we're trying to do negative 1 times negative 1. Opposite of 1 squared.
Correct.
Okay, I'm always confused.
Negative 2 times negative 1 is a positive 2. What's negative 1/2 plus 2? 1.5. 1.5, right? Negative 0.5 plus 2, positive 1.5 comes out. Okay, so I go back to my graph. I can plot that. Negative 1, comma 1.5. Negative 1, comma 1.5. I still buy one, get one free. Now, what are your two options for numbers to plug in? 0 or negative 4. Wouldn't you plug in 0? Of course you would. When you plug in 0, what comes out? In this case, it's just 0, right? Because all your, sorry. If you plug in zeros for those, they just go away. So, 0, comma 0, well, that's a nice point. And then mirror it over. Yeah. So, connect them with a nice smooth curve. Was it everything we thought it would be? Yeah, we said it was going to be upside down and it was going to be wide. Compare this to your last one, right? Look at, clearly this is wider than that one. There is a change in scale, so that does matter a little bit, but it's very obvious to see that this one's wider than that one. Hooray!